Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott and this is Grassroots NASCAR Racing. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, something that I've never done before, but I hope will be an ongoing thing that I hope you guys enjoy. So what I'm going to do here is a Bring a Trailer auction review. Now anytime there's a NASCAR stock car up on Bring a Trailer, I'm going to do a review of it. We're going to look at the goods and the bads, the rights and the wrongs, things that are incorrect on the car, what it comes with. We're just going to do an evaluation of the vehicle. And I want you guys to participate as well. So what I want you to do is at the end of the video, once we've gone over everything, I want you to comment down below what you think the car is going to sell for. And at the beginning of the next auction video, whoever was closest without going over will be our winner. And I'll give you a shout out and maybe even a little prize, we'll see. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to check out these vintage cars, we're going to evaluate them and see what they sell for. So let's dig into today's first car. This is the first one we're doing, and this is what they say is a Richard Petty 1990 Pontiac Grand Prix. Now when this first popped up, just looking at this picture, man, that thing just screams awesome. I mean, that is such an iconic paint job. It looks so slick. But the first thing that jumped out at me is this says 1990. This nose to me says 1991. That doesn't look right. 1990 nose, from most of them that I've seen, should have a vent going across the middle right here, and it wouldn't have these indented headlights. That's more like a 1991 nose. So that threw me off a little bit. Also, this paint job, this is a 1991 paint job. The 1990 cars, if we look right here, yeah, see, look at this. So 1990, you just had the single stripe, the single white stripe, whereas this one has the dual white stripe with the dark blue down the middle. And look at the front. See that vent right there? And see these, older style headlights from like 89, 90? That's what it should be if it's a 1990. If we go over here and we look at 1991, here you can see it looks a little different. Let me scroll down and see if I can find a better picture for you. Yeah, here we go. That's a little better. Even though he's crunched the front. There you can see the indented headlights like a 1991 nose should have, and no grill, no vent right there up front. And of course, the correct paint job. So that threw me off a little bit. 1991 nose, 1990 up here. But as I was scrolling through, if we go down all the way to the end almost, let's see. Yeah, see? So this board comes with it, giving all the history and everything like that. Right there. 1991 Pontiac Grand Prix. So I don't know why they put 1990 at the top of this thing. That kind of threw me off, and anybody who's detail oriented, that's going to throw them off as well. Now, with any car like this, this is what you really want to see. Documentation, documentation, and this is the important documentation. So this is a letter from 1996. First of all, let's go back here. So this car raced in 1990 and 91. It was wrecked in the 1991 World 600. And this car was eventually bought by a gentleman named Mr. Pugh. He was out of Alabama. Now, funny thing is, I've owned 3 cars that this guy has purchased and sold over time. The Darrell Waltrip Chrome car that I used to own, that one was one of his. The Kyle Petty Coors Light Pontiac Grand Prix that I have right now, that one was a car that Mr. Pugh owned. And the Terry Labonte Sunoco Oldsmobile that I just picked up, that one was owned by Mr. Pugh, and this is actually the receipt from him when it was actually bought. So I'd like to do a little more digging into the history of Mr. Pugh. I think his first name is Richard. And what he did, how many cars did this guy buy and sell back in the early 90s? It's pretty crazy. So this is one of his, and it was purchased by him, and then it was restored around 1997 is when it got restored. So that's pretty cool. This is documents on the engine when it was rebuilt, but this is what you want to see. So this is a letter from Petty Enterprises in 1996 talking about chassis number 11, when it was built, what races it ran in, and then right here, Richard Petty was the only driver of this race car. Now, and I don't know why they blacked out Mr. Pugh, but Mr. Pugh of Auburn, Alabama owns this car in exact condition upon its retirement with us at Petty Enterprises. We saw the car here in April 1996. Now restoration is in progress. Signed by Richard Petty, Dale Inman. I mean, that's all you need. If you have that, that's money, 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 which is really good. So let's take a look at a few of these pictures here. The car is done so well. I mean, it is so beautiful. Everything looks so good. I was looking over some pictures, like let's go back to this one real quick. Let me see. Yeah, so let's look at that. So some of the, like this one has the stickers up here, the little STPs. I don't think it has it over there. So everything, it's hard because the paint jobs varied throughout the years, throughout the track. They were never 100% the same all year long. So it's never going to be exact. Like I couldn't find a picture with this Go Navy decal. I couldn't find a picture with this Edelbrock right here. But that's not a big deal. I mean, it might be correct. I'm sure that they went through the steps. I mean, if they have all that, they consulted with Petty and everything. It's close enough. I mean, it is so good. It just looks so beautiful. If you look under the hood, everything looks period correct. Looking inside here, they even got the original seat. They were able to get the correct seat from Petty Enterprises that has the 43. That is awesome. You have the decals in the back here. You also have those under the hood, and then back here by the fuel cell. So the attention to detail with this restoration was really, really good. You can also see it. Let me see if I can find a picture. Does that one have it? Yeah, I mean they have the wheels, everything is correct. Right rear 43. You have the yellow, the white lettered Goodyears, which is correct for a 1991. I believe it was in middle of 1992 that they switched to the yellow lettering. So whenever you see an old race car like this and it has the yellow lettered cars, the yellow lettered tires, that's not right. It's either they just couldn't find any of the white lettered ones or they just didn't care. But that's the attention to detail that this car has, which is really, really awesome. If you look inside, everything looks good in here. I don't know if he actually wrapped his steering wheels like that with the tape, but I know they did that back in the older days. I don't know if he was still doing that in 1991, but it's still, everything looks period correct. It looks really, really good. You got the Pontiac on the dash over there. Yeah, there we go. That's a clearer picture. That says chassis 11 on it. Everything looks really, really good. I mean, I almost hate to start with this car as the first video, the first Bring A Trailer auction that I'm reviewing, because this car is so good. A lot of the cars that pop up on here, you can tell things that aren't right. I can start naming things pretty quick. I can't do that with this one. This one is so good. It's just beautiful. I wonder if that's original. Like, did he have that in 1991? I don't know, but it looks so good. I noticed in here under the hood, I thought it was interesting to see these mounted along this bar. Normally, all the cars I've had has that on the firewall back here, but they have it right here. You've got the Pontiac valve covers. I mean, everything, just awesome. So yeah, and underneath, geez, this thing is clean. You got a little bit of a discoloration right there, a little bit on the header, but overall, I mean, look at how everything's painted perfect. So cool. I love the Pontiac Grand Prix. You guys know I love the Pontiac Grand Prix, and this is just one of the best. So it has documentation. It's super clean. The restoration looks like it was done so well. I think this is going to be a high dollar car. Now if we scroll down here, it's got 4 days, 18 hours left. 10 bids so far, and it's only up to 22,000. Now it's early. I think that's going to go up a lot. Now, I know the market with a lot of things is slow right now, but a lot of things is up. You know, a lot of things are selling at high prices, but man, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard to pick a price of what this thing is going to sell for. In my heart, I'm thinking this thing should go 6 figures. It's a Richard Petty car, 7-time champion, Pontiac Grand Prix, with documentation signed by Richard Petty. That is awesome. I love these. Now this is one thing I wanted to point out, and we'll notice this over time as we do more of these videos. These things have like such a generic, kind of like a cookie cutter description. It seems like all these cars have such a cookie cutter description. This one is actually done a little bit better. And I was looking into what you have to do to list a car on Bring A Trailer, what you have to supply. A lot of it, they type up the description. So whenever a stock car comes to them, it's almost like, all right, another stock car. Has a roll cage, 358, 15-inch wheels. It's like the same thing every time. This one's a little bit more detailed. Let's scroll down here just a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit more detailed. It's got the JFC brake calipers. You know, they normally wouldn't mention that. It looks good though. It looks really good. All right, so let's judge this thing on a few different let's do it a few different ways. The word is escaping me. Coolness factor. It's got to be about a 10. You can't get any more cool than a Richard Petty Pontiac Grand Prix with the STP livery on it. Collectability, probably a 10. It's got documentation by Richard. It's a beautifully restored car in excellent condition. Rareness is obviously up there. I mean, this is probably one of the best cars I've seen on here in a long time. So what do I think it's going to go for? Like I said, I'd be disappointed if this thing didn't hit 6 figures. So I'm just going to throw a number out there. I'm going to say 128,000. It might be high, that might be crazy, but for a documented Richard Petty car, I could see it going big. I could be totally wrong. We'll see in 4 days, but that's my guess. So leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. And if you haven't so far, please consider hitting the subscribe button down in the corner. That would help me a lot. It helps to grow the channel and helps to get this content out to everybody. Please excuse the sunburn. I was at a water park today and I got toasted, and I am feeling it. I'm going to be feeling it for the next couple days. I'm not excited about that, but this is a really beautiful car. Gosh, I would love to own it, but there's no way that I could put up the kind of money that it's going to take to buy this car, because I think it's going to be a lot. So like I said, comment down below, tell me what you think, tell me what you think it's going to go for, and at the start of the next auction video, I'll announce the winner, whoever the winner is. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, if I should do more of them, which I'm going to try and do, and we'll see who the big winner is. Take care.